Hello everyone, Namaste, Hare Krishna. My name's Lochandas, and some of you might remember me. I've given a number of assemblies at Stenning Primary, and I'm happy to be invited again to talk a little bit about Hinduism. And this time I thought it'd be interesting to maybe a little focus on Hinduism and ecology, or protecting the environment. As I've mentioned before, there are different branches or types of Hinduism. The three main types or branches are called Vaishnavas, those who worship God in the form of Vishnu; Shivites, those who worship God in the form of Shiva; and Tantrics, those who worship God in God's feminine or female form. Hindus believe God is still one, but according to the different traditions, they approach God in a slightly different way. It's quite difficult to understand, but not only is there one God, but there are also many, many demigods or devas that have particular responsibilities in the universe and undertake God's instructions. This is Mother Ganga. She is the goddess of one of the holiest rivers in India, called the Ganges. Even our world has got a goddess. Her name is Bhumi. So disrespecting the earth is actually disrespecting Mother Bhumi, the goddess. So for many Hindus, ecology, or protecting the environment, is part of their religious practice. Forests are particularly important to Hindus, and it's actually a Hindu idea that this whole world is a forest. To keep this world as it is, we have to keep the world or forest intact. Hinduism describes everything in terms of divinity and in relation to God. In the Hindu holy books, there are stories of many thousands of years ago when Krishna, a form of Vishnu, came to the earth and had many adventures in the forest with his friends and the cows. In the forests of Vrindavan, a very sacred place in India. So I thought it'd be nice for you to hear a traditional song from India, a Hindu song, or bhajan as they're called, and it describes Krishna in the forests, and just to really illustrate how important protecting the forest, protecting Mother Earth is to Hindus, and it's reflected in culture and song. And I'm going to use a different instrument this time. It's called a harmonium. I'll just show you the harmonium. It's actually keyboard, but it's air generated, so the sound is created by air moving through the reeds. It's actually become a traditional Hindu instrument, but interestingly, it came from Germany originally, and the Hindus have incorporated it into a traditional instrument of India. So the song is called Jai Radha Madhava. Jai Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jai Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Giri Varadari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Giri Varadari, Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana, Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jai Radha Madhava. I hope you like that bhajan. Jai Radha Madhava. In English, the translation is, Krishna is the lover of Radha. He displays many loving pastimes in the groves of Vrindavan. He is the lover of the cowherd maidens of Braja, the holder of the great hill named Govardhan, the beloved son of Mother Yashoda, the delighter of the inhabitants of Braj, and he wanders in the forests along the banks of the river Yamuna. This form of God, Krishna, is known as an avatar. An avatar is a Sanskrit word which describes a form of God that descends to this earth. Avatars are not always in the human form, interestingly, and there are other forms in an animal form where Vishnu descends to the earth. This avatar of Vishnu is called Lord Varaha, a boar incarnation. A boar is a type of pig, a wild boar. And according to the story from the Puranas, the holy books of India, Varaha descended because this great demon king called Hiranyaksha was really mistreating the earth. He was mining for gold, taking too many resources, being very, very greedy. And he actually disturbed spinning of the earth, and it forced the earth to fall down to the bottom of the universe, where it's described in the Puranas that there's an ocean, a great ocean. And Lord Varaha, being a boar, his special ability, he had tusks. He could root around in the water and rescue the earth and bring it back up to its natural position, restoring the natural spinning of the earth. Another example to illustrate how animals are regarded as sacred, according to Hinduism, is the demigod Hanuman. Hanuman the monkey features in the Hindu epic called the Ramayana, or the story of Lord Ram. And in the story, Lord Ram, who's an avatar of Vishnu again, Lord Ram, his wife Sita is kidnapped by a great demon called Ravana. And Hanuman, the humble monkey, really helped find and rescue Sita and played a very important part in the story. And thus, monkeys are particularly held sacred in many parts of India. So I hope I've given you a little taster as to why the environment is considered so important to one of the great religions of the world, Hinduism, and why it's important that we all take responsibility in preserving this Mother Earth. And I think I'll leave you with this verse from the Sri Ishopanishad, one of the main scriptures of ancient India. Everything moving or non-moving that is within the universe is controlled and owned by the Lord. One should therefore accept only those things necessary for himself, which are set aside as his quota or his portion. And one should not accept other things, extra things, knowing well to whom they belong. So this is a nice message for Hindus or non-Hindus, that within this world, if we only take what we need, and we don't take extra, we don't need to take extra, we don't need to destroy things for the sake of it or because we're greedy. We can protect our planet, we can protect each other, we can protect the creatures on this planet, and we can all live along happily. So hopefully I've been able to share something with you and you've enjoyed some of what's been said. And I'd like to thank you for joining me and hope to see you all soon. and I pray that you're all healthy and happy.